Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well and you've had a fantastic week this week. I'm Lindsay, your host of the Heavy Metal Journal and writer for the Moshville Times. And today I am back with New Metal Monday, where I talk about my favourite new releases of the week. And today's is the last New Metal Monday of 2025. However, I still have quite a lot of albums that I want to talk about, 9 in total today, so let's jump straight into these. Okay, so first up on today's list, I have Blut Nord with Ethereal Horizons. And this is the 16th studio album from the atmospheric black metal dark ambience project from France. This is a dreamy, fully immersive soundscape exploring ambient passages and harsh black metal, combined with artistic influences and electronic elements. This is dark, thunderous and incredibly captivating with various layers. I really love the fact that these clean, ethereal vocals soar and echo, but they contrast with the despairing, vicious black metal screams. It's quite interesting because I have seen split opinions online about this album. Some people absolutely love it and other people not so much, but I am firmly in the absolutely love it camp. So if you're a fan of the likes of Oranzi Pizazu, Deathspell Omega, or the Labyrinth Stellarum album that was released earlier this year, this one is definitely for you. But I absolutely loved this album. It twists and turns, it's got loads of ambient electronic elements, but that black metal and the extreme metal elements are incredibly immersive, harsh and abrasive. Loved everything about this, definitely check it out. Okay, so next up I have Carnal Savagery with Crypts of Decay, and this is the 7th studio album from the Swedish death metal band. Now this is a brutal exploration into human depravity, darkness and death, but make it groovy. This is a ridiculously catchy album. Old school death metal infused with a heavy groove element. This is going to keep you going, loads of stompy stomp moments, nasty chugging riffs, slamming bass lines and absolutely insane blast beats. This is completely unrelenting from beginning to end, but when I say that this is infused with groove metal, I mean it. Lots and lots of heavy groove influences in this. Some of the bass lines in this are absolutely exquisite and the vocal style is very guttural, rasping and incredibly powerful. I love my Swedish death metal, the groovier the better, and you don't get much groovier than this. So if you are a fan of the likes of Autopsy, Cannibal Corpse and Dismember, this one is definitely for you, plus check out that album artwork. I absolutely love the colours in this. This is nasty, groove-laden, stompy stomp Swedish death metal, and I absolutely loved it. Definitely check it out. Okay, so next up I have Malefic with The Conquering Darkness. And this is the debut album from the death metal band from Florida in the US. Now, this album is incredible. It charges straight at you from the gate, explodes into absolute mayhem from the very first second until the very end. This is straight up, unrelenting, no nonsense, grab you by the jugular and does not let go death metal, with lots of cool stompy stomp moments and frantic energy. There's just something incredibly evil sounding about this, and like I said before, it just does not stop. Unrelenting riffs, slamming bass lines, blast beats that just go on forever, and demonic growls that have so much energy and power behind them. This band is made up of members of Morbid Angel, Angel Corpse and Hate Eternal, so if you like any of those bands, you're going to want to check this out, plus that album artwork is absolutely stunning as well. No nonsense, in your face, straight up death metal. This is absolutely fantastic. It's fiery, stompy stomps with a little bit of groove, but emphasis on the brutality. Definitely check it out. Okay, so next up I have Nordic with Solitude. And this is the 5th studio album from the atmospheric, depressive black metal project from Canada. Yes, this is another solo project. I love my solo projects, and this one was absolutely stunning. It has all the hallmarks of that 90s raw black metal, but there's a lot of ambience, there's a lot of melancholic elements, and it is so deeply atmospheric. You have somber piano throughout the entire album, melancholic guitar tones and rasping screams and growls which are incredibly vicious and dissonant. But then on occasion you do have these spoken word moments which are incredibly primal and haunting. This is a vast soundscape of wintry fury and dark, beauty. This is an absolutely beautiful and stunning album. So if you're a fan of the likes of Veljasurma, Nun, or the Sakna album that I recommended a couple of weeks ago, this one is definitely for you, but definitely check it out. It's bleak, it's melancholic, incredibly brutal, and melodically rich. Definitely check it out. Okay, so next up I have Avdagata with the Apocalyptic Aeon, and this is the second studio album from the blackened melodic death metal band from Sweden. Now, the album itself is shaped around an apocalyptic future, and that is exactly the vibe and the atmosphere that you get from this. It's muscular, it has this commanding presence, and it's just a continuous path of destruction. The melodics are rich, there's something very triumphant and incredibly catchy about this. The guitar tones are stunning, the rhythm section is explosive, and the electronic moments are very well placed, and it just adds to that apocalyptic atmosphere. It certainly does lean into the intensity of blackened melodic death metal. It has a huge presence, fiery energy, and it's highly addictive to listen to. Plus, those guttural growls are unrelenting. They just continue on from beginning to end. So much energy, and they just do not stop. So if you're a fan of the likes of Sacramentum, Nightcrowned, or Dissection, this one is definitely for you, but definitely check it out. I featured these guys on the channel before, and I absolutely loved this album. Do not sleep on this one. Okay, so next up I have Equilibrium with Equinox, and this is the 7th studio album from the epic folk metal band from Germany. Now, I have a very soft spot for this band. These guys are incredible. They are so atmospheric, uplifting, and rousing, and they just have an absolutely massive sound. There's this huge keyboard and synth presence throughout the entire album, weaving in and out of the bass, the drums, and the guitars, which are incredible. One thing that I really love about this band is the fact that even though there is a heavy presence of synth and keyboard work, it doesn't outshine the metal side of things. In fact, it emphasises it, and it creates an absolutely fantastic foundation. Now, this album showcases the band's new vocalist Fabian Ghetto, and his guttural growl style is incredibly fierce and intense, and it certainly brings a breath of fresh air to the band. What I love about this band is the fact that you can pinpoint them by their trademark electronic sound, but it doesn't stagnate. This is a huge, muscular, commanding album which is incredibly thunderous, but it's got a lot of really cool folk elements. So if you're a fan of likes of Braemir, LUVT, and Insufirum, this one is definitely for you, but definitely check it out. This is absolutely fantastic. It's muscular, it's uplifting and rousing with a lot of really cool electronica moments, but the metal side of things is incredibly heavy, full of rich melodics. Definitely check it out. Okay, so next up I have Ergot with Decade, and this is the 2nd studio album from the atmospheric, melancholic black metal project from Italy. Now, yes, this is another solo project, and this one is aptly named because the debut album was released a decade ago, back in 2015. This project blends 90s era black metal with really cool melodics, electronic moments, and dense atmosphere. The keyboards are otherworldly, the melodics are harsh, and this is a truly captivating album. The vocal style is rasping and powerful, it's vicious, it's poisonous, and it's really going to grab your attention. Intricate compositions of raw black metal, mesmerising and captivating atmosphere, and soaring guitars. The guitar tone in this is absolutely stunning. But overall, this is a majestic sonic soundscape that's going to keep you hooked. So if you're a fan of the likes of Grotza, Wolves in the Throne Room, or Black Braid, this one is definitely for you. Definitely check it out. Mesmerising, deeply atmospheric melodic black metal with a bit of a melancholic edge to it. Definitely check this one out. Okay, so next up I have Hope Behind the Hills with the Realms of Ideas and Shadows, and this is the 2nd studio album from the melodic black metal project from Greece. Yes, this is another solo project which explores philosophical and existential themes within a dark emotional soundscape. This is a fully immersive record. This is absolutely fantastic. This album alternates between blistering and furious black metal and more melancholic melodic passages. It really does focus on intensity, atmosphere, and being melodically rich. This is such a stunning yet incredibly heavy black metal album. Flurries of tremolo picking, intense guitar solos, blistering blast beats and slamming bass lines. The vocal style is rasping and despairing, but they're also incredibly catchy and powerful. So if you are a fan of the likes of Uwada, Dudestrit or Yoth, this one is definitely for you. I cannot get enough of this album. I've played this an awful lot over the weekend and I just absolutely loved it. Definitely check it out. Okay, so last up on today's list, but certainly by no means least, I have Thigh Disease with United We Fall. And this is the 8th studio album from the progressive industrial death metal band from Poland. I loved this album and I was completely blown away by it. This is the perfect blend of dark and powerful death metal with lots of really cool progressive moments and industrial elements. It just has this heavy, foreboding energy, but at the same time it's really ridiculously catchy. The melodics are harsh, the industrial themes are very subtle, but at the same time that really gives that atmosphere a solid foundation. Chugging, meaty riffs, insane blast beats, it's really bassy and the growls are demonic and incredibly powerful. It's fiery, it's intense, it's brooding, but it also has a lot of really cool, catchy stompy stomp moments. I absolutely love it when death metal combines with industrial elements, and when it's done incredibly well, it creates this dynamic, addictive sound, and I absolutely loved this. So if you are a fan of the likes of Veil of Panath and Oceans with a little bit of Fear Factory, this one is definitely for you. Definitely check it out. This album is massive, it's muscular, there's a lot of thunderous energy, and the industrial elements are very, very well placed. Definitely check it out. And that's it for this year's very last New Metal Monday. Once again, comment down below to let me know what you think of today's records, and if you have any of your own recommendations, please let me know and I will definitely get them checked out. If you use Spotify, make sure to follow the Spotify playlist that I've got linked down there as well, because I update that every single Monday when one of these videos goes live, unless I forget to do so, in which case you guys always remind me to do so. Sorry about that. If you don't use Spotify, I have also included the band's Bandcamp links or their YouTube channels, just so you can find the music that I'm talking about as easily as possible. If you want to follow me on social media, please feel free to do so. All of my links are in the description box below as well. Next Monday will be the very first video for my top 40 albums of 2025. This series will be split into 4 different videos. So each video will have 10 different albums, counting from 40 right up to my favourite album of the year. So keep an eye out for the first video of that series, which comes out this coming Monday. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate your support as always, and I will see you on Monday for my next video.